Today's trip starts in transit at Haneda Airport, where passengers not entering Japan are separated from those who are. A long process, but efficiently run. Thankfully, for this layover, I've got lounge access, and ANA's lounge is upstairs. My first order of business? Booking a shower. Hang on, is that a 4-hour wait? Surely not. Maybe I'll try booking on the ANA Wi-Fi site. Oh, wow. Well, at least you can order food here. Great, I guess. So not a good start so far. At the moment there is a 6-hour wait for a shower, and yeah, it looks like there's no way of getting that hurried along. So we'll see. I've spoken to the front desk and apparently it doesn't normally take that long, but fingers crossed, we'll see if I get my shower or not. We've got another 2 hours until I'm supposed to be boarding, so place your bets now. I knew I'd be getting fed a lot on the next flight, and I'd just had breakfast on the arriving one, so I'll give these mediocre buffet options a miss. Overall, this lounge was a little bit disappointing, but the lack of showers, cordoned off spaces, and the weak food offer probably has something to do with Japan's tight COVID restrictions, although it is very annoying that ANA, a 5-star airline, couldn't provide a shower on a 4-hour layover. One of the interesting things about travelling after the pandemic, or after the peak of the pandemic has passed, is to see exactly how different places are coping with reopening. And as we can see here, pretty much everything is closed here at Haneda. It's quite a sad sight. Japan is actually still closed at the time of recording to inbound traffic, so I'm only allowed to transfer here, not allowed to enter the country. It's still closed due to COVID. And yeah, it's like going back in time, I'm afraid. With the airport's own showers closed, I was down to my last chance at getting one before takeoff. Showers are so important when you fly. Firstly, I've got a 13-hour flight ahead of me, and I've just flown overnight from Singapore, so I really could do with a shower and a freshen up, and I always bring a change of clothes for when I travel on really long itineraries like this. The other thing is, I don't just land in the evening. No, I'm actually landing in the morning because of the time zones. I'm going right across the international date line, so not only do I have a 13-hour flight, when I land, it's 10:15 a.m. in New York, and I've then got a whole full day to go without a shower. So this is really important. This is a really, really, really important $20 to spend for me, but ANA, I shouldn't have to be spending it. Thank you so much, appreciate it. Well, that was a bit of a result, wasn't it? Our aircraft today is one of the newest 777s in the sky. Just 3 years old, she's got 8 first-class suites, 64 business class suites, 24 premium economy seats, and there are 116 seats all the way down the back in economy. That is just 212 seats, very low for a 777. By comparison, Mexican low-cost Kings Volaris put 230 seats in a much smaller A321. I think today's experience might be just a bit different. Thank you. All right, here we go. We're off to New York. About 13 hours in what is supposed to be the world's best business class. My God, I have looked forward to this for quite some time. Let's go and check it out. I can't wait, and hopefully you can't either. Today's video sponsor is Surfshark, an award-winning VPN. Surfshark is part of my travel arsenal for a whole list of reasons. If you're not attracted to the idea of leveraging lower ticket prices or staying safe on public Wi-Fi, maybe the whitelisting facility, industry-leading encryption, or the quick kill switch in case you lose your internet might convince you to give it a go. It's so annoying when you can't access some of your favourite shows overseas. Surfshark can help. Activate the VPN, select an appropriate spoof location, and hey presto, access to your favourite content is restored. It's dead easy and costs absolute peanuts too. You'd be mad not to consider it. Go to surfshark.deals/wingingit for 83% off and 3 months extra for free of Surfshark VPN. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. So 9K.
Around and to the right. Thank you. And wow, here we are. Look at this huge first-class TV screen. That must be the biggest TV screen in the sky. Business class is split over 2 cabins. This forward, smaller one and a much larger rear one. Today's seat is 9K. Odd-numbered window seats are snug up against the window and give extra privacy, and this one will give us a good view of the engine, being rear-facing. Middle seats have a full-height removable divider, with odd rows having honeymoon orientation, with the seats right up against one another, just like this. Even rows like this one have the seats much further apart from each other. These business suites are really not much smaller or different from the first class suite we just saw earlier, I think. A quick warning, some seats further down the cabin don't have 2 windows, and some of the single window placements in those seats are a bit annoying, so watch out for that. At my seat, an amenity kit, slippers, which will go on the correct feet this time, and the excellent bedding. Legroom, no problem. Oh my goodness, what a first impression. This suite is huge. It's bigger than a lot of first class suites I've seen. In fact, I wager it's probably about as big as the regular Emirates first class suite they have on their A380s and 777s. It really is quite something, and it's beautifully understated. It's very new. I'm actually blown away with how beautiful it is. Little pre-departure beverage for me. Don't usually drink on a long flight, but I think I'll make an exception for this one. Cheers. So as we turn north and then east for the United States, let's recap. I'd connected onto this flight from Singapore. The review for that flight is already live on the channel. And now I'm headed for JFK, New York. Total ticket cost, just $1,400 one way. An absolute bargain. I'm road testing everything Japanese on this trip. I've never liked sake, which is rice wine, and I wondered if having it in the air made a difference. Maybe not. Today's real highlight, however, is the menu. Japanese cuisine is something I absolutely love, and this menu is going to be great fun to work through. Just a note, the crew suggested splitting the food into 2 separate meals, a light lunch served very shortly after takeoff, and later a dinner. I agreed, and you can see my choices here. Let me know, given the choice, would you try the Japanese menu or would you stay safe and go for the Western menu? Well, I'm glad I went Japanese. 2 amuse-bouche followed by one of the most beautifully presented meals I've ever seen on board a plane. This food was incredibly fresh, just perfection. And what's more, it doesn't get cold while I do my YouTube stuff, as it's all served cold in the first place. The seat is truly excellent, with only minor downsides. The recline is limitlessly customizable with this little wheel, a bit like the United Polaris seat. And there are also some preset options, including the ability to bring the whole seat forward or backwards. We'll look at the fully enclosed facility later, but you really don't need both doors closed to actually have a private seat. There's a nice little cupboard with some more storage, plus a vanity mirror, if you're the vain type. As you'd expect, there are a couple of charge and USB points, and thoughtfully, down here, a guard to stop your phone or other stuff falling down the side of the seat. The main downside is it's very tight in terms of storage for stuff like your shoes, with the space under the footrest at a premium and no ability to put it on the floor elsewhere if the bed is out, else it might get crushed. The table was very sturdy, and it was very large and convenient to move if you want to leave the seat, and there are dual mode window blinds. However, just one problem. The rear one didn't work at all, which is far from ideal on a flight where I'd need to sleep during some daylight hours. Does that or does that not look absolutely stunning? This dish was served hot and was absolutely perfect. ANA scores a full 10 out of 10 for food, and even the Western-inspired dessert was outstanding. Of course, sod's law. When I order a coffee, it's almost always accompanied with a side order of turbulence. Anyone else get that? The amenity kit is quite attractive and is reasonably stocked, although it's not a kit you'll want to keep, I think. And that's okay, because most of the important toiletries, like toothbrushes, are actually available in the bathroom anyway, along with, of course, a Japanese toilet. So we've got about 9 hours left to run. It's about 1 a.m. New York time, and that means I've got to go and get some sleep and hopefully get myself onto the New York time zone. Now, I've managed to get myself something which you don't see very often in business class anymore, and it's a pair of pajamas. I actually love the style of these pajamas, but they only come in 2 sizes, medium and large, and when I asked for these, the flight attendant just got me the medium, which was very diplomatic of her, but I've got to say these do feel a bit snug. This bed is excellent. You get to make use of the diagonal longer space, so the bed length is really good. And there's a mattress pad too, which is great. This seat is admittedly on the firm side. I like it. Not everyone will, and the mattress makes the bed comfy for everyone. Yeah, this broken window blind is really annoying. And what is with face mist? I never understand why this appears in amenity kits. Privacy when sleeping is great, thanks to the full-height privacy doors. What a great seat this is. I got about 5 hours of sleep and woke to test the in-flight entertainment. The headphones are really good, surprisingly, and the choices on this excellent HD screen are really not too bad. There are more than enough English options to keep you going. Oh, and if you fancy ice cream in the middle of the night, sure thing, it can happen in international business class. And there's something just a little bit sublime about having ice cream over snowy Alaska as dawn breaks. Breakfast is served about an hour or so before landing. Once again, full marks, although maybe the ice fish here aren't to everyone's sensibilities. Still, the food, attentive service and overall presentation of everything were incredible, and my main takeaway from ANA's amazing business class offer. Overall, this was an outstanding flight, although with the broken window shade and the rather shocking shower situation, try saying that quickly, it does feel like watching an amazing dance performance where somebody fell over in the middle of the show. I do think, on aggregate, this is the world's best business class. It does beat Qatar for food, personal taste, and importantly, the consistency of the product, with aircraft substitutions with ANA very rare on routes which contain the room. I also prefer the seat design, which at least feels more spacious, even if it actually isn't. The small mistakes will only encourage me to fly it again to see if I get a perfect experience next time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, drop a comment and leave a like on the video. And of course, to go to surfshark.deals/wingingit for 83% off and 3 months extra for free of Surfshark VPN. Cheers, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.